here at Highland High School for this edition of High School Rewind as the East Leopards take to the road for the final time this season by visiting their region rival, the Highland Rams. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you today's match. And, these two teams have had very different seasons. East sitting right now atop Region 5. Highland has yet to win a match this year, but, throw all of that out. When you look at the Highland Rams, their closest match on the season was that first match against these very Leopards at East High School, a 2-0 defeat for the Highland Rams. But there's a lot that they are just trying to end the season here on a good note. Let's start first, though, with the visiting East Leopards. This is a team that had an impressive come-from-behind victory over the Bountiful Braves. It wasn't the prettiest match they've played all year long, but Yves Govina with the hat trick, that escalated him to 12 goals on the season. Good for top 10 in 4A. Trevor Elders had a bit of a tough match. The defense wasn't great in front of him. Both of those aspects looking to improve here today in a big bounce back game for the East Leopards as they try to maintain that 3-point lead in region plays. We now switch and introduce the visiting Highland Rams. We already mentioned their closest match this year, that 2-0 defeat at East. And this is a team that has a lot of seniors that were on the roster day one are not here any longer. So a big youth movement. It's been that way all year for Highland, but the freshmen, the sophomores, some of the juniors going to have to step up big. Getting the start in keep today for Highland will be Patrick Miles. He had a really good match in that first match against East. He is one of those seniors. When you talk about some of the youth, a guy like Fabian Gonzalez, a junior, John Thomas, just a freshman. Both had really nice matches at East. The question's going to be, can the Highland Rams find some offense today to get on the scoreboard to defeat the East Leopards? One of the best rivalries in the state, the Leopards and the Rams, coming up for you here next from the pitch at Highland High School on High School Rewind. Underway here from Highland High School, the Rams, the home squad in the all-white kits, and the East Leopards in their road red. We mentioned the last road game of the year for East. As we'll have a Leopard throw in here up ahead to Barker. That's in the regular season. East an impressive 7-1 on the road this year. Barker in the box, looking for options. Tried to play that one along the end line. No one gave him a run, and this ball cleared out by Highland. Come down with the defense, and it's Scott Christensen. Said 7-1 on the road. It's actually 6-1. My apologies. As this ball taken away at midfield, Holbert got tripped up. Elders calling off the defense, and he'll pick it up. Cardenas, pressure by Highland. Able to break through it. Christensen on the far side. Up the line. And it's Jiba playing ahead to Barker. Barker trying to get there. Gutierrez there, and a nice tackle made by the senior center back. Gutierrez, one of the 4 seniors on this roster, as this ball sent in the box, headed, and a save made by Miles as Garta was able to get his head on that ball in the air. First shot of the match as Holbert heads it to Garta, able to settle it man on quickly. Garta, nice play to get around the rush that was put on. Garta up the line, shouldered there, again trying to get around. Service for Garta, and there's Gutierrez again to play it out. Thrown in, looking for Barker, and we've got a foul here on Barker. This ball headed back up by Harrison. Gutierrez plays it outside. Christensen there defensively. Gutierrez, how about that? Able to leap and use his chest to bring that down to the foot. It's Harrison sticking with it. We've got a foul here back at the midline. Cardenas. Ball sent out. Trying to be settled now. That's John Thomas, far side. We talked about him, just a freshman for these Rams, wearing the captain band as well. Number 3, and boy, he's going to have 3 more really great years here for Highland as Govina touches back with Holbert. Man on quickly. Holbert able to get around, looking to send the ball ahead to Garta on a run. He's around Little. Garta, that service deflected by the defensive Little, and East will have the corner. Little, another one of those freshmen for the Rams as Barker takes this corner. That ball left in the box. Cardenas shoots it just wide. Ball heads out. Hammond to throw in, looking up the line for Barker again. That ball cleared up. Here's Fabian Gonzalez with it. Plays it wide. Nice help there by Jiba, coming back and winning it away. Skinlow. That pass deflected. East to throw in. Thrown in back with Cardenas. Time and space for Soleil. Looking up. Here's Govina. Govina, great ball to Garta, and boy, Miles came out to gather that. Garta had it ricochet off of him a little long. Nice play by Miles as that ball deflected out by Eves. Estrada throwing in to Gonzalez. Nice turn, boy. Nice head fake there by Fabian Gonzalez. Sends the ball ahead. Cardenas able to break it up. Hammond looking to throw in. Estrada went off Little. Govina plays the ball outside, and it's Jiba. Won't be able to get there to keep the ball in. Couple throw-ins by the Rams, and it's Thomas who will drop it back. And Calder Rogers, another one of those center back, one of the seniors, is this ball behind Little and out of play. Harrison. Boy, good contest there by Gonzalez on the challenge as this ball played out. Christensen, space for him as Thomas trying to close down, played ahead looking for Barker. Rogers, excuse me, that wasn't Rogers, I thought it was. Govina. Hard challenge there, and East to throw in. Govina had to head off. A little bit of a limp there after that challenge. Newberger on for the Leopards as here's Barker looking to turn it over. Crosses it with Garta and Little to play it out. My apologies, it was Jiba, 18, not 10, as Govina had an opportunity there, couldn't connect. Clear out of the box, Holbert with it. Holbert had that game-winning goal, the strike from 35 yards in overtime to defeat the Braves. It was nearly from that spot. Garta. Nice fake there by Garta. Space for him. Plays this out to Newberger, and Newberger had started to run in the box. A little behind him, and Highland will throw in. Govina. Space for Govina. Trying to get around Gutierrez. Send it through the legs. Plays outside. Barker here. Barker with a shot, and Miles able to knock it down. The follow by Newberger. Another save, and Skinlow punches it in. Pressure put on by the East Leopards, and here in the 9th minute, they take the 1-0 lead over Highland. Skinlow with his 3rd goal of the season, and a nice job of sticking with it. Punches that one through the back of the net on a real rocket. Here's Hammond. Hammond looking to center. That ball between a couple of Leopards didn't make it through to Govina, who, boy, he was setting up for a wicked one-timer. Punched away. Here's Holbert. Back with Skinlow. Skinlow's going to take the shot, and that just missed the post. Highland having East with the constant pressure here in the first half is that ball unplayable and out. Govina drops back. Christensen. Nice touch by Christensen. Chips this. Boy, looking for Barker, and that height of Gutierrez is able to head it out. Christensen plays back. Newberger. Here's Cardenas. Holbert, middle of the field, tried to play it back to Harrison. And we've got a foul here called on Highland on the challenge. This ball put in play quickly, over with Christensen. Christensen sails a shot high. Skinlow able to head it up. Nice job by Little. Able to get it over, and it's Little. Boy, almost was around the defense of Harrison. Nice recovery there by Wyatt as he'll play this ball out for the throw-in. Gonzalez. He got interrupted as the clearance out off of Little. Hammond serving, back with Cardenas. Cardenas, nice fake there to let Gonzalez fly by, and again looking up the line, Little to deflect it. Holbert, space, Barker putting a run on. Nice move by Holbert there. He'll play it up to Barker. Can he outrace Gutierrez? And Gutierrez with a Mutombo finger in the air is a throw in here for East. Sanchez and Smith both coming on here for the Leopards as here's Barker with it. Barker trying to get in front of the net. Lost it in the box. Challenge there by Harrison, able to win it away temporarily from Gonzalez, though Highland still possessing here, and that forearm of Govina whistled for the foul. Gutierrez for the Rams looking up, and that ball well beyond Gonzalez. In play by Elders, immediately headed back up. Challenge there. Both players taking a tumble, and it's Gonzalez with it, plays the ball ahead. Unable to clear, and Selle sticking with it. He'll get it out of there, headed back up by Gonzalez. Little here with it now. And it is Cardenas coming away with it. Wanted to play up the line to Newberger, but his pass was a tad behind him and broken up by the Rams. And an opportunity developing here for East. Played ahead for Govina. Govina marked there by Gutierrez. Unable to keep that ball in and out off of the Rams. My apologies, our center had a Highland throw in, but they give it away. Govina plays over with Smith, has Sanchez near sides where he goes with it. Sanchez trying to get there before it gets to the corner. Sanchez won't be able to. A kick here for Miles. Miles in play. Gonzalez tried to touch back, nice chip over Sanchez. Tried to chip it again. Sanchez broke it up with the head. Here's Holbert. Thomas closing down on him quickly. Plays it out with Christensen. Nice patience by Christensen again. The Leopards on the attack. Scott Christensen maybe one too many. Tried to get around Gutierrez and couldn't do so. It's Harrison here. Missed the head. Got to be careful here. The Rams with a couple players up, including Gonzalez. Nearly turned over. Nice recovery by Harrison. Harrison in midfield, plays to Govina. Boy, he's got Leopards on the outside. Ahead to Barker, and look out. Barker surveying. Trying to get around the end line. The center headed away. Govina on the challenge. Couldn't get it from Thomas, and it's Christopher Little here to clear for Highland. Thomas leading the charge the other way. Has a couple Rams with him, including Gonzalez on his left. Sanchez throws in quickly here with Cardenas. Space for him. Tried to play that ball out with Barker. Looking ahead, and no Ram there. Elders will have the kick from the 6. Elders kick. Boy, how about that? Govina trying to get around. Govina in the box. Eves the shot and a kick save. The header by Newberger is in. Max Newberger missed a follow in the 9th minute on the first goal. Had it blocked, but here in the 18th minute, he gets his first goal of the match, and it's 2-0 East. Second goal of the season for Max Newberger, coming here in the 18th minute. And as I tried to mention before, he nearly had a goal in the 9th minute. Had a follow-up opportunity. It was saved before put in by Jackson Skinlow, but this time the follow by Newberger finds the net, and it's 2-0. Hammond, patience, nice job possessing by Alec Hammond. Govina, that ball a little too strong for him, able to play out with Christensen. He had Holbert cutting through. I think that's where he wanted to go initially. Here's the shot by Christensen, and Miles down to a knee. Holbert was able to cut underneath and deflect the ball before it got to Kahuwa. Here's Waugh trying to chase it down. Christensen there defensively, able to play it past him. Has support, help with Cardenas. Ball played out. Here's Newberger. Newberger with some nice possession ahead to Govina. Has Barker on his outside, Sanchez on the other side. Govina tried to strike. Shot doesn't get through. Cardenas at midfield, space for him, able to find Smith. Up for Max Newberger. Newberger top of the box, and there's a shot that was a little slow. Hit the grass, slowed it down a bit. Miles able to read it and make the save. Thomas controlled it but couldn't connect. Govina again able to turn inside, has Smith, also plays out with Newberger here. Smith tried to go back to Max. That ball comes back to Brandis. A couple challenges there by Gutierrez. His clearance deflected by Brandis, sticking with it. That ball still in play. Help coming, and we'll have a Highland throw-in. Wolf has come on, as has Ryan Jiba. That's Jiba with the ball there. Good to see him return. Didn't think anything looked serious. Had that little bit of a limp after that hard challenge, but Jiba looks to be good. Here he is with it. Tried to play a ball out with Newberger, broken up by the Rams. Should let you know, no official clock here at Highland. Using an unofficial counter to give you time approximations. We'll do our best to keep you updated as Gutierrez kicks this ball out little to chase it down for the Rams. Well, didn't have enough to get out. Sanchez there on the challenge, and he's going to be whistled here for the foul. Estrada for the Rams sends the ball to midfield. Here's Waugh playing the ball ahead over the head of Thomas. Challenged by Christensen, and Highland to throw in. Waugh, far side, looking to center, and that ball was behind the net. There's kick, read by Gutierrez. Wolf. Harrison there. Able to get it to Sanchez. Nice challenge by Little. Well, you see the physicality of soccer right there in front of you. Good battle between Little and Sanchez as Cardenas plays the ball wide with Christensen. Cardenas to Smith. Boy, nice touch with Holbert. Skinlow. Here's Jiba, touches ahead for Garta, trying to get around the defense. Thomas there to play the ball out. Here's Jackson Skinlow, touches back with Garta. Garta can't keep that ball in. Miles to kick. Around our 25th minute, 2-0 the advantage for the Leopards. Cardenas, a couple extra touches there to find himself some space. Holbert plays it wide with Christensen, all sorts of time for Scott. Wanted a ball ahead for Jiba, deflected by Hoffman. Christensen able to retreat and recover. Options for Cardenas. Smith tried to touch it outside. That ball deflected by Little, but eventually made its way to Wolf. Sanchez tried to send one ahead for Smith. Gutierrez there. That ball headed up by Sanchez. Holbert patiently will play back here with his support and Cele Cardenas. Looking ahead for Garta. Good ball. Far side, Garta. Matched up on Hoffman, and there's Gutierrez. Those long legs just able to stretch him through and break that ball up. Holbert, as he was coming back, able to break it up, but Highland still possessing here. Now Skinlow with the deflection. Little left that ball in his tracks. Nice recovery. Though it's Sanchez with the possession, plays to Smith. Now Holbert. Christensen. Here's Garta with it. Far side, Jiba has some space. That's where Garta goes with it. Leaves it for Holbert. Holbert plays out with Wolf. Little, nice job stretching out to play it out. Sanchez throws in, back with Holbert. Harrison tried to play out. Nice hustle by Wolf, but he lost that one, and it's Cloplow set. Holbert possessing, has Sanchez on a run. Also Jiba, he goes up for Jiba, and Miles coming out. Nice read there by the keep, Patrick Miles, to get there before Jiba could. It would have been one-on-one. Little. Plays to the middle. Skinlow had it for just a touch, and then Flores able to get there for Highland as played a ball up the line, but Thomas wasn't there. Waugh coming up quickly. Forced the turnover there by Harrison. Set. Able to win that from Wolf. Nice job by Harrison, just able to punch it away, and the foul here going to be called on Sanchez. Nearing our 30th minute, Javier Estrada taking this kick. Looking backside, headed out by Skinlow. Garta able to track it down and play it out. Plays it out off Skinlow, he'll throw in. Jiba, nice touch with Barker. Barker able to get around Gutierrez, plays the ball ahead for Jiba. Jiba's behind, into the box. Ryan Jiba, the shot just missed it wide. Boy, great idea from Barker, able to get a great ball ahead to Jiba. As that ball deflected out, rolled out off of Little. Barker finds it again. Barker, second on the team in scoring. He's had a really nice year. Touch ahead for Jiba again in the box. Jiba to center, and that ball played away by Gutierrez, east to the corner. Christopher Little gets booked here. He has to head off. Meanwhile, Barker on the corner. Garta got a head on it, heads back out to Matt. Matt Barker looking end line. Splitting a couple defenders. No, it's Javier that was able to shield Barker away as Barker gets called on the foul. Harrison there plays the ball ahead for Sanchez, but it was inside of him and out. Estrada to throw in. Barker just came off for the Leopards. Wolf here to throw in his Newberger back on, as is Little for the Rams. Gonzalez. Ball a little behind, and it leads to Jiba. That defense collapsing. Here is a strike from Govina. Sends it high and over the fence and into traffic. Skinlow. Couldn't get that in the air. Smith plays outside with Garta. That ball sent up by Hoffman. Cardenas with it. Smith touches for Skinlow. Up for Garta. Look at the speed of Garta. Hoffman racing back. The tackle there to play it out. And they rule out off Garta. Touch back by Gonzalez. Hoffman's kick up, deflected out by Garta. Govina. As Garta tried to go back to him, Gonzalez there. Hoffman's clearance deflected by Jiba. That ball's still in. Govina plays out. Jiba looking for a ball through. Broken up by Rogers. Nice play by Garta there. As Christensen will drop it. You see the pressure there by Waugh. Cardenas. How about Cardenas leading it up? Jiba has Newberger and Govina. Wanted Govina. Cardenas. That one came off of him a little long. Newberger, or excuse me, that was Smith up for Newberger. Brandis again. Deflected away. Cardenas calls off Jiba. Cardenas with the shot and left that shallow of the post. Holbert and Marin both on here for the Leopards. Harrison will play the ball out. Little throwing in here to Gonzalez. Holbert there now. Holbert will back off. Estrada able to find Little. Highland sticking with it. Gonzalez near the line and sent that right to Newberger. Gonzalez plays back here with Estrada. Gutierrez, as you see Jiba closing quickly. Nice play by Estrada, or by Gutierrez, excuse me, to get it over to Rogers before Jiba could get in front. Now this ball dropped by Hoffman to Miles. And Skinlow out. Hoffman up the line and out. This ball dropped by Hammond to Elders. As set coming up, back with Hammond. Has Waugh there. Hammond able to get around him for the time being, but tell you what, Kahu Waugh, a lot of speed. Number 39 for the Rams is Holbert. Challenge there and a whistle there. Foul on East. This ball touchdown, played out with Little. And he couldn't possess it. Thrown into Newberger and the foul there on Estrada. That ball chested over. Estrada able to deflect it back here with Miles. It's approaching the end of our first half. Ball sent outside. There's Little. Looking up. Had Waugh on the outside. It was Hammond that stepped in front of it. This ball sent over the top, looking for Set. He won't be able to get there. Yes, he will. No. That ball just out before Set could possess. Elders. Ball takes a high bounce. Gutierrez will head it out. Wolf throws in. Jiba had Little close down and then some miscommunication. They left him alone. Jiba, a shot that is high over the post. Miles kick. Finds Gonzalez, able to head it. Set looking to get a ball to Waugh. Gonzalez to settle. Holbert there. Deflected by Holbert as a couple Leopards still there defensively. Govina able to step in front, and there's the half. Two quick goals for the Leopards, Skinlow and Newberger, and it's a 2-0 advantage for East at the half. Second half underway. Leopards with a 2-0 advantage. Barker with it here. And cleared away by the Rams. Back to the defense of Cardenas. He'll touch back with Elders. Set was up putting pressure on as Elders plays out with Hammond up the line. Govina. Drops it back. Boy, careful there. Is big run being put on by Waugh. Nice job by Cardenas stepping up and beating him to it, as here is Waugh. Rogers playing near side. Jiba able to just step in front of it. Jiba back To the middle. Here's Skinlow now with it. Cleared away by Hammond. The foul on the challenge by Little. Is this ball headed back by Rogers? Govina sailing through for the possession. Garta couldn't keep that ball in. Highland will throw. Up the line, and that time Set lost his footing. Holbert drops it back. Cardenas stepping up. Boy, space for Cardenas. Faked the shot. Out with Garta. Cardenas gives it back to Garta. Garta to center, and a nice ball, or a nice job by Gutierrez there, as we'll have the corner here. They rule out off of Highland. Barker from the corner. Low ball, as it was Hoffman able to direct it away. Up the field, that ball misread. Cardenas able to beat Waugh to it. Has support, but boy, Set was right there. Played ahead to Jiba. Govina. Skinlow with it now. With a fine Govina again. Has some help as Gutierrez pressuring him. Hoffman throws in. Up the line, Waugh able to settle. Over the head of Set. Flores had that taken away by Govina. Govina sticking with it here. Looking up. That ball headed. Barker will get there as Miles is out. Barker. Miles able to retreat. Barker looking for a shot, and Barker just missed. In play by Miles. Christensen has it back up. Gutierrez. Beyond Thomas. Skinlow dropped it back. Christensen to the middle with Holbert. Skinlow surveying back with Cardenas. Nice step to the middle by Sele. Hammond. Garta couldn't control it before Estrada was able to get there. Garta again. Garta inside. Plays the ball out. Here's Hammond into the box with Alec Hammond, the center. Barker, and that one will squeak through. Think Matt Barker got it. Coming here in the 45th minute, it's 3-0 Leopards. Eighth goal of the season for Matt Barker. Coming here in about the 45th. As a shot here, and Elder is able to snag it out of the air. Nice shot there by Waugh. Had some space, and Elders has not had to make many saves today, but that one he certainly did. Up ahead to Barker. Barker will keep that ball in. Dribbling through a couple guys, and we've got the foul here on the challenge by Hoffman. Cardenas headed out of the box by Hoffman. And a foul here on Highland as Holbert had his legs taken out. A kick for East about 30 yards away. Barker taking the shot, deflected by the wall. And a handball there on Hammond. Estrada sends the ball long. Harrison retreating. He will escort it out. And Elders to play. Another freshman coming on here for Highland, Garcia Cabrini, number 5. Garta heads this back with Hammond. Tries to play a ball over the top for Barker. Challenged there by Estrada. Barker able to poke it away. Barker trying to get there in the corner. Estrada on him, and the foul going to be called here on Estrada. About our 50th minute, Govina will take this kick near the corner. Sends it out up top with Holbert. Holbert looking for a shot, deflected by Gutierrez. Govina sends one in the box. Skinlow couldn't settle it. That ball up, punched away by Miles as it bounces out of the box. And how about that? Gonzalez able to rush out. He'll send it down as Elders will control back in the box. Elders kick. Headed the wrong direction, and it's Barker trying to get the possession as Gutierrez comes over him. Miles will gather it. High bounce off of the Miles kick. Holbert back with Cardenas. Skinlow finding some space. Turned over by Christensen. That ball to the middle. It's set. That ball out of play. Elders keeps it with his defense and Cardenas. Christensen. East. Very patient. The ball sent over the top. Controlled by Rogers. Looking up. That was for Garcia Cabrini as Christensen sends the ball ahead. And it's Skinlow coming up as Estrada couldn't keep it. Skinlow tried to center, deflected by Estrada. Skinlow to the corner. Has help. Gartas where he goes with it is Little and Gutierrez both collapse on him. Estrada able to play it out. Andrew Ross now coming on for the Rams. Garta. Service in the box. Newberger. There's his second goal of the match. Max Newberger coming in the 53rd. And it is 4-0 East. Tell you what, Max Newberger, what a match for him today. His second goal of the game, and a beautiful ball from Alex Garta to set up the fourth goal of the match for the Leopards. We mentioned earlier, Yves Govina had that hat trick in their last match, a 5-4 overtime victory against Bountiful. And Newberger, if you remember, that first goal of the match was nearly Max Newberger's. It took a kick save from Miles. It was nearly a hat trick for Max Newberger today. As here's Hammond far side, a couple Rams there, Little as well as Gonzalez. Garta plays with Skinlow. Nice move by Gonzalez as he tries to lead a charge. And that ball went right to Holbert. Touched back, Holbert able to get around Little. Gonzalez sticking with Holbert, and there's a foul on Gonzalez. He knew it immediately. Cardenas will take the kick. This ball to the top of the box, headed out. Christensen trying to track it down. They'll throw in quickly. Highland was petitioning for a call. Hoffman able to push Newberger off the ball. Tries to clear it. And Hoffman now will get the clear, though no one but Leopards around. Holbert tried to head it back with Cardenas. Cardenas able to head it up through a pair of Rams. Skinlow with it. Touches over for Holbert. Through Little to Garta. Holbert trying to get to the corner. He won't be able to get there. Miles to kick. That ball just punched away by Set, but East defensively able to play it ahead. Govina. Gonzalez speeding through everyone to get the possession there, trying to play through a bunch of Leopards, able to get it there to Estrada. Jiba looking out for Newberger. Hoffman to throw in. Had it up, looking for Thomas. Cardenas there, able to just lift it to Holbert as Thomas retreating. Holbert able to get around a couple of them. Holbert, shot from Holbert, and just in the back of the net. How about Holbert? Boy, he's feeling good there from 30 yards. It was his game winner against Bountiful. And this one coming in the 57th minute from Scott Holbert. How about Holbert with a pair of goals in as many matches? Having a nice close to the regular season here as that ball played out. Holbert. Boy, man on quickly. Just able to get that away. Couple challenges, and it's Little keeping the possession for Highland. Elders calling off Christensen as he'll gather this right before a charging Andrew Ross was able to close down on him. Cardenas tries to turn inside, and we've got a whistle here, the foul on Highland. Govina able to touch it around Gutierrez. Govina with the shot, and that one sailed high off of Eve's foot. Miles looking to put this in play quickly. Gonzalez with it. He'll play back with Hoffman. That ball over the top. Christensen. Holbert. Again, space as Ross trying to close back on him. Holbert looking for a ball ahead. He's trying for Sanchez, I believe. Broken up by Highland. As Hammond will let that ball roll out. Hammond trying for Govina. Sent over the top. Sanchez trying to get around Hoffman. Hoffman trying to protect Miles, and Miles right at the top of the box. Nice assistance there from Reese Hoffman, and a nice read by Miles as this kick off the side of his foot and out. Hammond. Holbert. Plays out with Wolf. Wolf looking for a ball ahead for Newberger. Hoffman defending him, trying to play past him to Sanchez. Gutierrez there to play it out. East will have the corner. Past our 60th minute here from Highland High School. 5-0. The Leopard advantage on the corner. That ball got through, and boy, they had Curl coming in backside, and he missed it. Ball's maybe a little high, maybe difficult for Curl to leap and get it as we've got a foul here, the handball on Smith. Hoffman's kick sent over the top. Elders will gather it easy as Wah was putting a charge on. Set was on the other side. Elders kick headed back to the middle by Little. The challenge there by Govina and the foul. This ball sent ahead. Shouldered by Thomas. Cardenas able to get it out of the box. Gonzalez turns back to the middle. Gonzalez looking for a shot. That one, Elders read it. Nice job by Gonzalez creating that lane. Elders saw it all the way. And talk about Trevor Elders, of course, had a 4-match shutout streak earlier this season, and good for number 2 in 4A in shutouts as that ball out off Thomas. East to throw in quickly, looking so with Govina. Govina able to step around. Govina playing a ball through. He wanted Curl. Govina gets it to him. Curl with the shot. No, excuse me, I think that was a pass for Smith. Smith couldn't get there. This ball goes right to Skinlow. Skinlow looked like he wanted to fire one on frame before Miles could get back. Couple deflections, and it's the Leopards. A center by Curl, is deflected. He'll try again, just over the head. Smith tried to bring it down to his feet for a shot, and Thomas took it away from him. Now Thomas trying to keep it in play, won't be able to do it as his fans right up against that line didn't give their own player enough room. Here's Marin. We'll loft it ahead. Sanchez with a shot, a roller, and we've got a penalty in the box, and it will be a penalty kick coming up for East. About the 65th minute, and Cardenas will step up from 12 yards away after Sanchez drew the penalty. Cardenas, Miles, and Cardenas nets it. Second goal of the year for Selle, and it is 6-0 East. Little trying to play a ball ahead. Able to get through to Set, but he couldn't keep the possession, and it's Cardenas who just had that PK leading the charge here. A quick counter for the Leopards. Selly to the middle. Playing a ball through. Marin back with Wolf. Wolf tried to set one up in the box, had Sanchez down there. As now it is Gonzalez lost his tires. As here's Wolf. Skinlow. Hammond. Hammond looking for a shot, and Alec Hammond firing in the 67th, and it's 7-0. This ball sent up. Thomas trying to get there. In the corner, plays it back. This ball sent up and headed out by East. A corner from Thomas. Elders had that go through his hand in the box, and we've got another corner for Highland. Another corner for Highland, and this one sent out beyond the top of the box. Can't clear it, deflected off the shot by Thomas. Highland possessing, here's Gonzalez. Nice step by Gonzalez looking for a shot, and Elders there to stand it up. 7-0 the advantage for the visitors. Mentioned this was the closest match that Highland had played this year. Is that ball over the top, and it's Sanchez. Here's a chance to mercy rule it. Gonzalez will head it out of the box as Marin racing back. Gonzalez with a challenge there. Marin trying to win it away. Couple of slides here. Marin with it. Sanchez challenged and out of play off Thomas. Substitutions for East. Nava's come on, a couple others. We'll get those to you. This ball touched back to Marin, looking for a service into the box. Can't be cleared as there's Nava stepping through. Nava with the opportunity and deflected by Thomas. East will have the corner. Rodriguez and Perez, the other East Leopards who recently came on. About our 70th minute. Here's a ball from Smith, and that didn't clear the plane. Miles will play it to his defense, and Hoffman. That ball just beyond Gutierrez. Nice job sticking with it. Able to get it past Rodriguez, who was racing up. Molina has come on for the Leopards. Thrown in here with Nava. That ball allowed to go through as Sanchez drops it back. Here's Stewart. Curl out with Wolf. Thomas closed down quickly on Wolf, able to find support in Curl. And it's Highland coming away with it. It wasn't Sanchez on the challenge, it was Rodriguez as this ball sent up. Trying to race back. And that ball just played away by Thomas Stewart defensively. Stewart, one of those big defenders. Adds a nice dimension with the depth here of this back line, that height. As Rodriguez far side with it. Tried to play up the line, was looking for Mitchell. Broken up by the Rams. And a foul here is Set. Able to draw the whistle. This ball sent up in the box and headed out immediately by Perry. Gonzalez, a couple Leopards around him. Nice move, but I was going to say he couldn't possess it, but stuck with it. This ball sent ahead for Wah. Elders coming out to clear that into the parking lot. Thomas to throw in. Tried to head it back to him, but did so out of play. Elders headed right back up. Gutierrez coming up, and we're going to get a foul here on Sanchez. Sanchez got the yellow and then was given a red. So East now playing a man down, unsure what happened. Is this ball sent on frame? Elders there. Ball sent up by Perry. Here's Gonzalez. That ball came off hard. Wolf with the challenge. We've got a foul back here called on Marin. Gonzalez puts it in play quickly. Here's Gutierrez back over with Hoffman. Wolf closing down on him. Nice challenge as Gonzalez touching this over the top. Looking for Thomas. Thomas for service. Looking backside, Elders is there again. That ball trapped well. Challenged as Stewart found it at his foot. East now trying to get it into the offensive end. They'll do so. There's the defense there, and we've got a foul here called on East. This ball over the head of the East back line. Elders again to possess. Again, approximately past our 75th minute as Gutierrez couldn't head that to a teammate. It went the way of Molina. Perry looking up. And that ball deflected. This ball played out. Thomas is there. Thomas trying to get around the edge. Does so, and his center deflected out off of Wolf. Thomas from the corner. That ball through. It's loose and sent out of the box by East. Gonzalez, he'll have an opportunity. Service. Gutierrez heads it just wide. Elders kick. Sent up. Filling in there was Edmundo Rodriguez. Molina. Outside, wanted Mitchell along the line. A couple challenges there. And eventually it is Highland coming away with it as East wasn't willing to give up so easily. Miles coming out and he'll slide and gather. That ball just over the head and ends up finding Thomas. Wolf retreating quickly defensively. Thomas looking for the line, and a nice job by Wolf to play it out. Gonzalez to the middle. Now back to Gutierrez. That time, Waugh was just trying to stay onside. He did so. Center, and it's right to Elders. Again, unsure of our official clock, but we're right around that time. This ball takes a high bounce and out. Played wide. Is Molina able to get it to the middle, was trying to get it to Mitchell. Played back by Gonzalez, now to Gutierrez. Thomas of the line. Nice touch by Hoffman, is coming over and playing that ball out defensively for East was Nava. Hoffman to throw in, back. Gonzalez to the middle. And he lost that one. Hard challenge there, and there's our final whistle. The East Leopards, their final match on the road. It was a good one for the red and white. 7-0, the Leopards defeat their rival, the Highland Rams. Again, our final score here from Highland High School. The East Leopards defeat Highland 7-0. Coming into this match, these two teams had already played this year. It was a 2-0 victory for East, and it's one of those rivalry games where you just never know what you're going to get. But tell you what, you got a lot of East in this match, and it didn't take long for the East Leopards to show up and give notice to their rival, the Rams, that it was going to be a tough day at the office. In just the 9th minute, how about this? A couple of opportunities on net. Barker shot blocked, Newberger shot blocked, and it's Jackson Skinlow to finish it off. 1-0 East. Just a little bit later in the 18th minute, it would be Yves Govina with a shot here. The save by Miles, but Max Newberger, who had a really nice match today, finishing it off 2-0 East here in the 18th. Highland did a pretty good job in that first half. East had a couple of opportunities, but they were able to get saves from Miles. They were able to play the ball away. Even though East dominated possessions for large portions of that first half, it was just 2-0 midway through. But boy, in that second half, things just really opened up for the East Leopards. In the 45th minute, it's Hammond bringing the ball into the box. And how about Matt Barker there to finish it off 3-0 East. 53rd minute, and it's Garta into the box, and Newberger with the finish, 4-0 East. A few minutes later, and tell you what, Scott Holbert hit the game winner against Bountiful from about this same area. A 30-yard strike from Holbert, make it 5-0 visitors. 65th minute, and a penalty drawn in the box. It would be Cele Cardenas stepping up 12 yards away. Good for Cardenas, his second of the season. 6-0 in the 65th. And then just a couple of minutes later, Alec Hammond, he brought one in the box earlier, got an assist. Well, this time Hammond finishing 7-0 Leopards, and that would be our final score. We talked about in that first half, just a pair of goals for the Leopards. Highland did a relatively good job of evading situations, even though they didn't possess for long stretches that first half. The score was within reach at 2-0, but that second half, boy, things just opened up. And for East to get a big win here against their rival on the road, East will finish the regular season with a 7-1 road record. Impressive for Coach Schenk and his boys. They have one game remaining. That is a region contest against the Ogden Tigers, the team that right now, coming into today's games, were 3 points behind East. So first place, assuming Ogden takes care of business today and early next week, on the line next Friday at East High School. But for today, it is still the Leopards region. 7-0, the Leopards able to defeat Highland. And as it comes time now for us to announce our man of the match, tell you what, Max Newberger, what a match for him. A pair of goals, finished strong. He had a chance at a hat trick. Finished with the 2. Max Newberger was electric today offensively. Congratulations for him on being our man of the match. We talked about there were a number of guys we could have given it to. Speaking of, how about Trevor Elders, his 9th shutout of the season? And, he came into this match with 8, second in 4A. Trevor Elders adding to that number. A fine match for him today, but you can't deny the goal scorer, Max Newberger. Congratulations to both of them on great efforts here today. Again, our final score coming to you from Highland High School. The East Leopards, the 7-0 victory over their rival, the Rams. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time right here on High School Rewind.